Did you watch the Coinbase ad that just dropped yesterday? Well, if you haven't, I've got you. We're going to go ahead and watch it. I'm going to give you my feedback. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to be paying attention to. If you're brand new to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day, I'm Wendy O. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, and share this video.
The system, Emma.
We're born into it. A system with numbers and papers.
And lines.
And waiting.
You work hard, get good grades, go to college.
I want to go to college. I got good grades.
I overachieved.
That's right, she did.
Debt is good?
Debt is so good.
So much debt.
I can totally save up and buy a house and start a family.
I want a family.
Oh.
Starting a family means you need 2 or 3 jobs.
You can't afford to buy.
Oh.
You can't afford to rent.
Used cars cost as much as the new ones.
Oh.
It's weird.
Good debt is good.
I was head of my class.
Houses are too expensive.
You work hard, get good.
The system, the numbers.
Rent is freaking insane.
Breaking news. Everything is terrible.
Does it have to be this way?
What if it was different?
It's always been that way.
We've got to build our way out of it. Yeah.
Put control back to the hands of the people, not the bureaucracy.
A system with less paperwork.
No waiting.
No lines.
Permissionless.
Just because you're born into a system
Doesn't mean you have to live with it.
That was an absolutely beautiful ad, and it really touches the hearts of all of us, especially in 2023. We have high inflation costs. It's expensive to go to school. People are in debt. We can't afford the cost of living. It's hard to get a mortgage. Rent is absolutely ridiculous. And Coinbase, what they're doing is they are trying to reach the middle class and the lower middle class. That's what their target audience is. Coinbase is one of the longest standing crypto exchanges with a clean background. And when I say that, we'll talk about that in a minute. So this is a perfect ad. I absolutely love it, and I'm absolutely here for it. However, I do want to remind you that Coinbase is not innocent. Every single crypto exchange does have a past. And I want to say last year, Coinbase was fined, I believe, $100 million for not practicing proper KYC AML. And yes, when that happens, some bad illicit transactions can happen. And the reason why this is so important and why we're bringing this up is because we want to compare what happened to FTX and Binance. Sam Bankman-Fried was an outright scammer. We all know that. And when it comes to CZ, we also know that Binance wasn't always acting in best practices. And of course, was it their fault? I'm not 100% sure or not. But it's very interesting to see Coinbase be the golden child. They have a partnership with ICE. They also have allowed the IRS to access their records just in case somebody is not paying their crypto taxes correctly. They're partnered with the US government so that they can go ahead and liquidate funds that are taken by the US government. And they're also going to be a custodian for a few Bitcoin spot ETFs. And even though that's all great, fine and dandy, I want to simply remind you, just because Coinbase hasn't really gotten in too much terrible trouble with the public servants, I want to remind you that centralized exchanges, we still need to act with caution. We need to understand not your keys, not your coins. You should not trust Coinbase just because they have this great ad. Again, I'm not saying that they're bad. They're one of the safer exchanges to use, but at the same time, do not blindly trust anyone, okay? And in addition to that, we're seeing this big shift happen in crypto. And I personally believe Coinbase will probably act more like a bank in the United States of America, while Binance acts like a bank on the global scale for the crypto industry. And I personally believe they're all going to help institute a CBDC. At the end of the day, there's nothing we can really do to stop it. And I'm not saying anything really negative about Coinbase here. I'm just simply pointing out the obvious. And I do want you all to continue to stay diligent. We're going to get a CBDC. We're going to have some issues with AI coming up. And please understand, when you use a Bitcoin spot ETF or invest in it, you're essentially giving up the right to hold your own money. And that's the true intent and purpose of Bitcoin. Stay diligent, pay attention, and keep fighting the good fight. Thanks for watching.